Alright, welcome back to Shadow Warrior. For those of you wondering, we are at the docks looking for the second Whisperer to find the second piece of the Nabitsura. Forget it.
This is ridiculous.
We're looking for another piece of the sword because Hoji said that we can't use the full ancient killing capacity without the third piece of the sword. Because, you know, ancient stuff and stuff. So there are 17 chapters of this game, I believe, and we are on chapter 7. So we have 10 more chapters. So that means if I do like 2 chapters each part, that means that that means that there's probably gonna be 5 more parts, maybe. Give or take, depends on how much I die or something like that.
Need to turn the light on
Somehow. Also, I guess I'll just show it here. There is a bug in this game that is kind of really annoying, especially if you're playing on heroic mode. Basically, all you need to do is just find, like, not that you would want to do it, but if you dash down a slope, or like, for example, a set of stairs, that didn't do it. Hold on. There we go. You instantly die. I think, I don't know. I like hypothesizing about this sort of thing, but I think it might be like an error in the game that's like thinking that Lo Wang is, because if you jump down the stairs, everything is fine. Like, doesn't kill you, but I don't know. I think the game might think that you're falling from a great height when really you're not. Either that, or maybe the speed you get from dashing like increases the fall damage. And I don't know. I could be entirely wrong, and I probably am, but I don't know. Because I always like theorizing about why glitches are a thing. I mean, once you know that glitch is there, it barely happens, of course, because, you know, you don't dash downstairs. But like I said, in heroic mode, it's very, very annoying, because in heroic mode, you have to reset the entire level if you die. And so, it's just not too fun, but I'm not gonna get like overly upset. But I will say that it's either this level or the next level where I got frustrated with, because there's like this little indent in the floor, and dashing at that will cause you to die. Like the smallest, you couldn't even tell that there was a height difference. So I don't know.
Possibly, but Zilla Shipyard. Something feels off about this.
Maybe. Like, I don't know. It's not too annoying of a bug, but sometimes you just like forget that it's there, and then it happens, and it's like, well.
That is one ugly ass shotgun.
Alright, so now we get the shotgun, and shotgun has a few upgrades that I find particularly interesting and are useful. So I will... Well, I don't think I have the money to show both off, but... Basically, one upgrade... Well, there's 3 upgrades for every weapon, but... 2, I think, are the most useful for this weapon. There's, one where you get, you know, 2 barrels, or 2 more barrels. Also, yeah, that's another thing. Like, it's not too big of a thing, but it's something that I noticed where he'll say that he has 4 barrels when he has 2. So it's just like assuming that the player would get the 4-barrel upgrade, which they're correct because I'm going to do that. So yeah, Quad Pack gives you 2 additional barrels. This allows you to reload 2 shells at a time. And this, oh, this is something interesting. Basically, I guess I'll just show it. You right click. Hold on, I'm gonna get a good group of demons here. I almost said zombies. Playing way too much Plants vs. Zombies. Though I'm pretty sure that game doesn't have shotguns. Could be wrong. So yeah, you line up a group of zombies and you press the alternate fire button, and basically what it does is that it shoots all of the bullets at you, not at you, at the demons. That would be preferable, but shoots all the bullets at the demons in like one big clip, I think. Either that or it's just like shooting 4 at a time, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it just like saves you from having to shoot all 4 bullets, or if like it's something different. I don't know. But as you can see here on the floor, there's a bit of pixelation because there's a secret area, but I forget how to get to it. There we go. I guess I just had to do enough damage. Hello, box. Alright. Apparently I'm talkative today. It's like 8 in the morning.
There aren't any temples around here. How are we gonna find a whisperer?
Follow the trail of fresh corpses?
It's a start.
That could maybe work. Ow. Come here.
Quick, pull my finger.
So yeah, one of the ways to deal with those guys with the shields is just use flux or shockwave, knock them down or send them up, and then, you know, aim for the head.
You go boom by yourself? That's not fair.
Ow. Don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'll play this game in heroic mode, because, I don't know, it's just mainly because of the final fight, which was just brutal. I don't know. Plus, I'll have to go through EX mode. Well, I don't have to, but it's probably better if I do. I would have to go through EX mode, which is basically just New Game Plus. Of course, I would play that on Insanity difficulty, so I feel like I missed something. No. Okay. I feel like I missed the secret, that's all. But, yeah, Insanity mode is basically just the hardest difficulty, and then you have heroic mode, which is like a new game, which is the new game minus,
Better stay away.
but it's the hardest difficulty, and if you die you have to restart the entire level instead of just checkpoints, and you have to get anything that you know, if you die in a level you have to get like everything you've lost. So I would have to like go back and get all the secrets and do whatever upgrades I did before and all that stuff.
Also, Howard's a big dickhead. Oh, I haven't seen him for a very long time.
But yeah, EX mode is just New Game Plus. You play through the difficulty of your choice, but you keep all the upgrades that you previously had. So yeah, it's the only way to get the achievements where you have to upgrade everything, because there are not enough. There's not enough skill point. Like, there's not enough chi crystals or probably money to get those upgrades. So you would have to play through EX mode in order to get those achievements and get every upgrade and stuff like that. But I don't know how I feel about, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know how I feel about, like, the tiered difficulty achievements, where, like, you'll achieve one thing, but then there's another achievement which is the same task, except you do it on a different difficulty. So for example, like, kill 5 enemies with 1 bullet or something. Like, that's achievable on hard difficulty, but it's achievable. What am I trying to say? You can get it at any difficulty, but there's an achievement for getting it at each difficulty. So for example, if you're playing on Insanity mode and you get the achievement, you'll also get the achievement for casual, normal, and hard difficulty. So I don't know. So there's that, I guess. I don't know. I guess it makes sense, but it's also like, you know, you're just doing the same achievement, except on a different difficulty. So I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Oh, I actually hit that guy. Oh. Would you look at that? Maybe I can aim. There we go. Let's continue forth. Hello. Come here. Let me hit you. There we go. Also, I think I really like this game because of its secrets. I don't know. There's just something about its secrets that I really like. I guess maybe because it's a callback to their old games, but like, I don't know. I just think it's cool. Not only it's a callback to their old games, but they have, like, you know, these pixelated areas, and it just, you know, it looks cool, I guess. And yeah, why can I not aim? Alright, go this way. Yeah, I think the best weapon... I mean, I guess you could argue that it's the best weapon overall, but I think the best weapon for handling the mother demons, which are those green things, is a crossbow. Because the crossbow is super powerful. At least the high strain mode. I mean, I guess you can argue it's the most powerful weapon in the game because it's pretty much the only weapon that you're going to be using for heroic mode. Not that I'm saying you'll never ever use any other weapon ever, but it's definitely the weapon that you'll use the most, because it's just the most powerful. Because you know, the high strain though, it just like kills them dead. That and the sword, I guess, because the sword is also pretty powerful, but you know, you don't want to charge into a group of enemies with only a sword. I don't know, maybe I'll play through it. I mean, I just remember like the next level and the last level being particularly frustrating. Mainly because the next level has that little slope that I was talking about, and then the last level is difficult because it's, you know, the last level. I guess I can. Do I have enough money? No. Okay. We're close, but I'm just gonna buy the 4 barrels. I guess the 2 extra barrels. But yeah, the thing that I find most useful about the shotgun is just that firestorm thing, because it basically just, I guess, unleashes every bullet at them. I don't know if it does more or less damage than just firing 4 bullets, but I guess it's sort of convenient to just have a way to unleash all your bullets into one without having to press the button 4 times and wait for the, I guess, the shotgun to like quote unquote relax before it has to shoot again. So I'm being quite informative, I guess, today. I don't know, I just like this game, I guess. Whenever I like a game, I always, I guess, explain it better. Which, I mean, I guess would make sense, right? You're not exactly gonna be too informative it's early, on a game that you don't like much. So, I don't know. No, I missed. So yeah, like I said earlier, there are ways that you can cheese the karma system. So basically, I explained this before, but I guess I'll do it again because I have nothing better to talk about. Basically, if you...
That was some serious armor on that Gozu guy.
Why, thank you. Made it myself.
What? Seriously?
One of my talents. Hammer hired me to make all of their armors. To see how he repaid me.
What was that? I thought I heard like a... Might have been the elevator, but I thought I heard like a creepy ambience. Give me a little bit of chills. But yeah, basically, the way to cheese the karma system is to... Hold on. Wait. No, this is wrong. No, this... Aw, man. Did I mess this up? I think I did. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not trying to get every secret.
What is it with this guy?
I can try and jump up here to get this. But I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. Anyway, let me finish my sentence. The way to cheese the karma system is you basically buy Shockwave or Flux, and then you buy the high strain crossbow upgrade, and then you use either Shockwave or Flux, just depending on your preference of the two. Personally, I like Shockwave because they hold still. But either way, you use it, and then you charge up your crossbow because you bought the high strain upgrade, and then you headshot them while they're still stunned. and that gives you a bunch of modifiers, because the way that the game explains karma isn't exactly true to how the game actually works. It's not really, it doesn't depend on the amount of weapons that you use or something. Like, I could use every single weapon in the entire game in one battle and I would still get like 3 or 4 stars on the karma system. So it's not dependent on the amount of weapons you use, but rather the amount of modifiers that you have. And like I explained before, modifiers are the things that like pop up next to a demon, if I can show it. So you see like the headshot and then the shredder. So I'm guessing the reason why it works is because you get, if you saw near his head, it gave me 9 shredder modifiers, and I'm guessing that the game really likes this amount of modifiers, and so it gives you a lot of karma. I'm getting eaten up. Of course, it's not a guarantee that you get 5 stars every time. Like, sometimes you get 4, sometimes you get 4.5. It just depends, really. But it's a pretty effective way to get really high karma. And I haven't actually gone through the game and like did it for the entire game. But so I can't say for certain if like it'll give you every upgrade, because I don't know. See, like for that entire battle I only got 1 star, so yeah, the way that the game explains modifiers or karma isn't exactly true, but hey, I don't know. I don't know if you could get every upgrade. Like, assuming you got every single, I'm purely talking about karma, but assuming you got every single like karma secret and you did the crossbow thing for like every encounter, then maybe you could. No, I don't think you could get every upgrade, but you could get like more upgrades than
Giving a shit is hard.
probably, you know, a normal player would get just doing it casually or regularly or whatever, you know, without the whole crossbow thing. So I don't know. I guess one downside to the whole strategy is that, one, you have to spend chi crystal on, you know, either shockwave or the other thing, and then
That's why they vanished.
Could be. I told you. I don't remember what happened.
Maybe they took your memories and put them in another whisperer.
You need to willingly sacrifice a memory to create one of those things. I would never do that.
and then
I found us a way out of this hall.
you have to get, whoops, hold on. Okay, so yeah, a few downsides. I'm talking like too fast. A few downsides to the whole karma systems. That, one, it seems to be like a little inconsistent. Like I said, like you could maybe get 4 stars, 4.5 stars instead of 5, and you know, another thing that's a bit of a downside is that you have to, you know, spend the money for the upgrade of the crossbow, which doesn't really cost that much. So I mean, it only costs like 1,400, I think. And then, but I guess you might be a little upset that you have to, or a little, I don't know, annoyed that you have to spend a chi crystal on either shockwave or flux, and which I guess shouldn't be too bad, because you only need like 4 chi crystals to upgrade one thing. So it shouldn't be like... shouldn't be that bad, unless you just haven't been collecting chi crystals, because... I mean, there are a few levels where chi crystals are definitely hidden, but most of the time they're just kind of like out there. So I think we have enough money. Yes. So this is the quad pack, 2 additional barrels. And with the Firestorm, it's a pretty powerful display. And I guess we can spend our Chi Crystal. Protection, I've never really found a use for protection. I guess because I just haven't used it, I don't think I could have a use for it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it provides a good thing or whatever. Maybe it's a good thing that's underrated by me, but I never really have seen the use for it. Especially since your movement is impaired, which I guess, you know, you have to like weigh the negatives and the positives, but you're like slower whenever you're using it. So I don't know. Like, I'm sure maybe I could find a use for it, because I did use it quite a bit during survival mode when I just didn't have any upgrades to do else but that. And I don't know, like, maybe it's useful, I don't know. Like, I guess I could maybe get the upgrade just to show it off, but I don't have any chi crystals. But yeah, this 4-pack with the Firestorm, Lamb. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to explode like that all the time, but yeah. May not kill big demons in one shot or whatever. I'm about to die. But still pretty powerful. Also, I don't know if I'll need it during this playthrough, or like if I really want it during this playthrough, but there is a skill called Rage, I think, or no, it wasn't Rage, it's Drain Soul. That's the upgrade. Basically what Drain Soul is that you when you die, you will have like maybe 10 seconds or whatever to basically kill an enemy so that you can get revived. So it's basically like you'll die, you'll go down on your knees, and then you have a few seconds to kill an enemy, and upon successfully doing so, you will get revived, and it has like a 60-second cooldown or something. So, like I said, I don't think I'll get it because I don't think I necessarily need it. Okay, I just fell. I mean, that's not me trying to be like, you know, boisterous or anything about my skill with this game. That's very clearly there. As I say, falling off the pipes. But, you know, it's... Oh, here's that pool of blood. Never mind. But it's, I mean, it's definitely a level or an upgrade that you would get on harder difficulties. I'm not gonna kill these boxes. There's no point. Actually, you know what? There. I'll kill some of the boxes. But, yeah. I think I definitely missed a few secrets. yeah, I definitely missed a few secrets. Oh, I missed two. I think I missed a statue. I think I missed two statues. That door I was sort of looking at, like you'll know what I'm talking about, but there was a door that I was looking at that, I don't know.
What the hell is an antique sword doing in a shipyard?
Not a useful question. Just find that whisperer.
Alright. So we're here at the shipyard. And so, we'll go back here, blow up these barrels, and get ourselves a little secret. Well, we have two secrets back here, actually. There's a statue behind these boxes, and over here is a pool of blood. Actually, there's three secrets. Because if we can see that this is sort of different colored than this wall, if we blow it up, secret area. Also, there's Alienware sponsors. Oh, I don't know if it's a sponsor or not, but yeah. So we can grab ourselves a statue, and yeah. I think I've explained this before, but like these whole little areas are references. I don't know if they're direct areas, but they're references to the old Shadow Warrior game released in like I think 1997. Like I said, I was thinking about playing it, but I don't know, because it's a little, I wouldn't say like downright offensive, but it's a little stereotypical of Asian people, so I don't know, maybe, because I enjoyed the game, but maybe if you can like try and get past the whole stereotype thing and realize that was made in 1997, then I think you'll have fun with it. I don't know, there are obviously some jokes in poor taste, and I'm not saying that, like, some people have accused other people of being soft because of it, but I mean, like, there are jokes about, like, I don't know if you would call them jokes, or, like, I don't know, maybe, like, poor references to, you know, Hiroshima and Nagasaki and Pearl Harbor, and it's like, I don't think you're exactly being soft when you don't like jokes about those things. But I don't know. It's like the whole debate about being soft. It's like, well, perhaps someone isn't being soft, but rather being more open about their emotions about a thing. Because I don't think having emotions really makes you soft. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the whole debate. Also, I really hope I did say the right thing. Because that's... Nagasaki was a place that was bombed, right? I think. Because I know Hiroshima was, but... I don't know. Moving on to a more, I guess, enjoyable topic. Yeah, Shadow Warrior 3, that's it's coming out, and I'm excited for it, and, I don't know, in fact, there's a game on Steam called, like, Devolver Land, which is basically, like, a free game, it's supposed to be, like, a comedic game where you just, because of the pandemic, you know, obviously a lot of gaming conventions were closed, and so I guess Devolver Land, they decided to make a game, and the game is basically you, like, at midnight or something, breaking into a gaming convention to see the new releases, and pretty funny, but one of the games on there was Shadow Warrior 3, which caught my attention because, I mean, I don't know how... It caught my attention because it looked sort of like... I don't want to say Japanese, but I just like the sort of Asian aesthetic with like the whole, you know, thing. But I just like the whole like Asia ninja setup thing, and it caught my interest. So I decided to go on Steam and take a look at the
That's not it.
other games, and I got Shadow Warrior and Shadow Warrior 2 during a sale, and I've been liking it. And then after Shadow Warrior, I think I bought Shadow Warrior Classic Redux, and then, you know, it's just kind of went on since then. I don't know. I guess you can say it was stupid of me just to be interested in the game because of its Asian aesthetic, but hey, what can I say? Trying to remember if there's a secret over here. Okay, it wasn't over here. Yeah, it was over here. Because I remember if I went through this door, it would close, and I was a bit frustrated I missed the secret. There it is. So yeah, I've gotten every achievement in all the Shadow Warrior games, and yeah, so as you can tell, I guess I like their games. Because I never even knew that. I never even heard about Shadow Warrior. The only reason I heard about Shadow Warrior is when I was a kid, and there's this gaming channel that showed off Easter eggs in video games, and I basically... that was like the only glimpse of Shadow Warrior I ever saw, and I could never remember the title of the game, nor did I really have an interest in it. And then, like, all these years later, I get the game because I heard of it through the game, Devolverland, and, like, suddenly everything clicked. Like, this game was the game that I saw years ago as a kid when they were showing off the Easter eggs from it, and it just, like, all of a sudden clicked, because it was such, like, an old thing, or an old memory at least. It was, like, you know, because I never even heard of the game. I never heard anything about the game after I saw that video, and I don't know, because I remember the secrets fondly, and when I bought this game and I found a few secrets, suddenly it was just like, whoa, this was the game that I saw a long while ago as a kid, and I just thought that was weird that, like, I don't know, I just suddenly found this game without even trying. And I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking about it too much, and I probably am, but I don't know, I just found it like a cool coincidence that I just so happened to come across this game years later. Like I said, probably looking way too much into it, but hey, I'm apparently talkative for being early in the morning, and I'm definitely not a morning person. Alright, go down. Thank you.
Don't worry. Next time you'll do better. Oh wait, you won't.
I don't know, it was just a little surprising to me. You know, I always find those little coincidences cool and stuff, because I don't know. I think, yeah, down there we get introduced to the worst enemy in Shadow Warrior, at least depending on the difficulty you're playing. Those are warpers, and as their name suggests, they will teleport. The only issue is that they're wielded with 2 swords, and they will chop you to bits. They are very annoying, very hard to deal with. As you can see, they're, they teleport behind you, and then they just like, well, she's stuck on the thing, but
Did she just disappear?
they teleport behind you, and they just, like, if you're playing on heroic or insanity difficulty, like, they just rip you to shreds. But they're hard to deal with the sword, because they have a sword of their own. So if you try and sword fight them, you'll be there for like a few seconds, trying to battle it out, because she'll keep blocking your attacks. But there is a way to deal with her, and probably the most consistent way is to use shockwave or flux or whatever and headshot them. That's probably the most consistent way to deal with them. Because trying to deal with them anything else is a bit frustrating, but I digress, I guess. I hope I made sense earlier when I was talking about the whole secret thing. I don't want to... Not that I have anything against the YouTuber, but I just don't want to say their name in case, like, tidal wave effect happens or something. But basically there was a channel, I think there still is a channel, that showed off different Easter eggs and secrets in video games, and some of those video games included Shadow Warrior, and I just never knew the title of the game, and I found it interesting that years later I just so happened to stumble upon the game, and I don't know. There's your short explanation that actually makes sense for once. Because apparently when I talk, I just don't make sense. And, yeah, speaking of that Devolver Land game, I also discovered Oria, I think it's called. I don't know what it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's like a 2D game where you have a harpoon and you have like magical powers with that harpoon. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird in the sense that I like Asian aesthetics, like Japan and stuff. I actually do really like Japan. I actually tried learning some Japanese. Didn't go so well. I mean, I learned a few things, like Ohioa, I think it's pronounced. It's like good morning. And then you have sayonara, which is goodbye. And I forget others. I think there's a more professional version of Ohioa, but I forget what it's called. I legit cannot remember anything else. It's been like a few years since I used Duolingo, and it's like, the bird's pretty mad at me. Yeah, I seriously can't think of anything. I know, like, kanji? Kanja?
What's that about?
I don't know. He's a visionary, I guess.
Visionary dickhead, it looks like.
You made armor for the demon invaders. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Basically, it's like I learn a little bit about a language and then I'll forget all of it. Oops. What was I talking about before I went off on a tangent? Oh yeah, Ohio. No, not Ohio. Good gosh, I cannot talk. Oya, I think it's pronounced, or something like that. It's like a 2D game for like $20, and a man with special powers and harpoons, and it's a pretty fun game. I didn't finish it because I'm planning on restarting it and trying to get all the music boxes, I think. I don't know. A lot of people say that there's like, or at least a lot of guides I've looked up say that there's no number of shipping bottles. Like you can't, like no one has made a guide where like fully shows all of the shipping bottles. Because I like play through and then, I don't know. Maybe they're just like extremely well hidden, or maybe there's like not as many shipping the bottles as the game suggests. I don't know. Because like there's a definite amount you can see in the inventory screen, but or in the whatever screen, but for some reason no one has seemed to collected them all. Either that or they haven't collected them all, or at least the guides that I've seen have not collected them all, and I don't know. But there's a few collectibles like shipping a bottle, there's these little music boxes, and there's like crew members you can save and stuff, and I don't know. It's a pretty fun game. And it doesn't require a mouse, so if you're concerned about mouse control, well, it doesn't need a mouse, so. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't need a mouse, so it's just purely keyboard play. I don't know if you can use a controller on it. I have no idea. So this fight is a big one. Well, it's just annoying, really.
What's your nails? I need his number.
So you have 2 warpers and 1 shaman. Now, as we know, shaman revive enemies. And I don't know, I can neither confirm nor deny that shaman revive enemies that have which exploded. I missed that. There we go. See, she's exploded. I guess there's more warpers than I thought. But there's, I guess, 2 of them that have exploded. I don't know if they get revived or not, whether they get exploded or not. But I definitely know that if you take off either shaman's arm, they will not be able to do any revival. Now, depending on which arm you take off is dependent on their attack following the removal of their arm. Like, I think if you remove the right arm, he will summon skeletons, or no, if you remove the left arm, he'll summon skeletons. Right arm, he'll do like these little magic attacks. I don't know, but as long as you take off at least 1 arm of the shaman, he cannot resurrect at all. So this is useful knowledge for when there's a lot of, for example, warpers that you need to take down, but you know, he keeps bringing them back up, and yeah, it's pretty useful, I suppose, because like I said, warpers are probably the most annoying enemy in the game.
Oh my god. Look at this guy die.
And so, yeah. I know they might not seem bad right now, but on higher difficulties, they just like slice through whatever health you have. They don't even know what health is. They just like cut through it mercilessly. I need to learn how to pronounce. But
Shit. I thought I had it that darling. It's no use with these fiends around.
Please, dear, we can't just sit and wait for a genie to save us.
Oh, who's that?
Master Zilla won't leave us here.
It's been 2 days, my sweet. I think it's sink or swim time.
Did he tell you where the creatures come from, love?
Let's focus on getting out of here, then you can ask him yourself.
That's Kyokagami, twin assassins, Zilla's favorite.
I thought you were his favorite.
I'm supposed to compete with that? Hello, ladies?
Hello? Who's there? That's Wang.
Wang. Not quite a genie, but I'd rub his lamp.
What's going on?
We're very happy to see you.
It's not just a wrench in our pocket. Can you come?
Get us out of here?
Where?
The docks. Underneath the docks, actually.
You need to get over here fast.
They've got to be here for the Nobitsura Kage.
But I was almost positive they were here for cupcakes and tea.
Alright, so now you have those two, which I forget their names.
So what's the story between you and Kyokagami?
Story? I never met them before. They have a rep, I have a rep.
So you know.
I prefer my body parts actually attached to my body. Thanks very much.
Because I thought they were maybe characters from Shadow Warrior Classic when I played it, but they weren't. But you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I thought that they were. I didn't know that they were characters. Alright, let's activate this and get some money here, of course. Have to make a profit while killing all these demons. So, I guess I can talk about more Shadow Warrior, because I don't know what else to say. I guess I can talk about Shadow Warrior Classic Redux, and that I read up that there was a canceled expansion pass which was supposed to contain it was supposed to have or introduce Lo Wang's sister, and I guess since it never got introduced, it's still not canonical that he has a sister, which I guess would make sense, but I don't know. Because it was supposed to be an expansion. I don't know who they were planning on killing. I don't know if it was another family member or just like someone else, but it was supposed to be Lo Wang and her sister. You remember what I said about the whole controversy surrounding Shadow Warrior Classic Redux? Or just Classic in general? Yeah, his sister's name is called No Wang, and his brother, who did appear in the Twin Dragon expansion pack, his name is Hung Lo, so take that for what you will. But yeah, the expansion pack with his sister never got released, and I think it was supposed to be like Deadly Kiss or something. I honestly forget. But interestingly enough, I also discovered that there is actually a group of people who are going to try and remake the expansion pass. Just a group of fans, I guess, who knows about the build engine, and they were going to try and remake the expansion pass, or at least release it, based off of the images and descriptions given about the expansion pass. I don't know what progress it's made. It hasn't been released. I don't know how long it's been going, but it hasn't been released. I don't even know if it's being worked on. I can neither confirm nor deny. But it's cool that, you know, you see a group of fans passionate enough to, you know, release and make and release a DLC that was never released. And I guess since it's on the build engine, it isn't exactly like the hardest thing to make, at least compared to other engines, so I don't know. But you know, it's still cool that they at least took up the effort. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how it's going. I don't know if it's going to be released, but still cool, I suppose. And yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. I was particularly talkative today, so hopefully that wasn't too bothersome. Let's see, I'll just do my upgrades first, I guess. There we go. I don't know if I have any chi crystals. I do. I guess I can show off protection in the next episode just to show you what it does. And see if there's any weapon upgrades that I want. Not really, no. I guess we can get this. Basically you hold alternate fire and you can like rapidly shoot it. So you don't have to go for a slow fire rate. I guess it would be nice to have the loading 2 shells at once thing, but I mean right now I'm fine with it. It's not too bothersome. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this episode off here, and next time we're going to be trying to find the next whisper. And yeah, that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching.